town park lies at the heart of Trowbridge, the county town of Wiltshire. It's approximately 9 acres of attractive green space with a number of sport, leisure and entertainment facilities for all ages. A large part of the park we see today used to serve as the grounds of a large house belonging to the whole family, known as the Limehouse, and it's on the site where the town hall is at present. The land was purchased in 1887 to commemorate the Jubilee of Queen Victoria, and as it says on the plaque fixed to a pillar at the Park Road entrance, to be forever hereafter used as a public pleasure ground. And what a pleasure it's been ever since to have such a gem right at the heart of town. In July 2013, and as part of an asset transfer, control of the park was passed from Wiltshire Council to Trowbridge Town Council. Soon afterwards, and in January 2014, a group of volunteers known as Friends of Trowbridge Park was formed. The Friends group, working closely with Trowbridge Town Council, have achieved a great deal in less than 3 years, and visitors to the park have witnessed substantial improvements in lighting, maintenance, development of new features, and a reduction in antisocial behavior. Friends of Trowbridge Park also plan to improve some existing features in the park and to create new ones over the next decade to make Trowbridge Town Park a destination befitting the county town of Wiltshire. We'll highlight more of those plans as we tour around the park.
I've lived in Trowbridge for about 16 years now. I retired from my banking job, and I'm now doing a lot of voluntary work.
Good morning, my name's Ron. I'm another friend of Trowbridge Park. We've got a mock-up here, a model of the youth area. It's designed as an area where the youth of the town can congregate and meet. Its current name is Wolfpack, but are open to other suggestions. It will be in a prominent position in the park that the youth can use. One of the features we're hoping to have available there is Wi-Fi.
The park is encircled by interesting landmarks and buildings of architectural and historical significance. There is a lake and the River Biss on the southern boundary. Friends of Trowbridge Park plan to transform this lake into a wildlife haven with cascading waterfalls and other features. Then there is the Civic Centre, which also houses the offices of Trowbridge Town Council, including the Tourist Information Centre. Next door is the St. Stephen's Leisure Park, which houses a cinema, hotel, and restaurants. The park also benefits from having a multi-story car park, which uniquely offers free limited parking. So taking the kids out for a day trip to use the well-equipped children's playground becomes that much more convenient. Not to mention the fun they would have with playing Crazy Cove and be treated to an ice cream afterwards at the park's kiosk. Imagine! Kids playing without iPads. How good is that? Park Road is on the northwestern boundary and leads visitors right into the town centre, which offers extensive shopping facilities. Just before you leave Park Road is the Sensory Garden, located at the back of the town hall. Continuing our journey eastwards around the park leads us to the bandstand, a venue for concerts, performances and other celebrations. The bandstand was donated to the town in 1939 by William Nelson Hayden. Friends of Trowbridge Park have some exciting plans for the future to enhance this excellent example of Art Deco and refurbish the changing facilities at the back. At the northern edge of the park is Trowbridge Police Station, which is situated opposite the Pole Barn Road entrance to the park. This area, which at present is used as a backyard for the park, friends of Trowbridge Park are planning to develop an enchanted garden to complement the picturesque single-story Tudor-style almshouses on the right-hand side, which are known as Lady Brown cottages and which date back to 1899. Our journey around the park takes us past various exercise zones, part of the outdoor fitness circuit, which, combined with a 1-kilometer run, offers adults the opportunity to exercise in an outdoor gym. Just think, no fees to pay. And as a bonus, fresh air, lots of it.
We're down here today at Trowbridge Park. We love it down here. We spend quite a lot of time. We like feeding the ducks, don't we? And we like going into the park a lot, but we need to do the mini golf, the crazy golf. We haven't done the crazy golf yet, but we come down here today and be part of the Sports Relief Mile, and we're ready for it.
So we're here on a Sunday morning in Trowbridge Park for a sky ride. It's a very gentle 3 miles from the park down around Biss Meadows and back here to the park again. And a wonderful way of using the resources here in the park. And what a fantastic park it is.
On the right of the circuit is the Bowls Club, and close by, on the left, are Courtfield House and Court Mills. It's a mid-19th century 3-story factory which is due to be developed. Here we also find a 45-meter long border which has been recently planted by Friends of Trowbridge Park, and it's called the Riot of Colour border.
There's a riot of colour border over there which has just been prepared, and hopefully there will be maybe not this year, but possibly next year there will be a riot of colour. So we're hoping that that'll all take off, but I think it will, because we've done quite a lot to it.
We encourage you to visit the rock border and witness for yourself the plants bursting into colours in this part of the park. As part of our drive to make the park a welcoming site for both people and wildlife, you'll see a number of bird and butterfly boxes dotted around the place. And then you come to what we call the Bug Resort. Not the Bug Hotel, a Bug Resort, built using recycled materials, with bits donated from Germany, from North Devon, and of course from Trowbridge. And with the help of about 30 local children with their families, we constructed this. It's already heaving with creepy crawlies and bugs. Friends of Trowbridge Park hope to expand this area into a haven for wildlife, starting with wild garlic and English bluebells and other native plants. Next door to the Bug Resort is a newly created seating area called Ashton Rise. Why did we call it Ashton Rise? Well, it captures the views of Ashton Mills at the southeastern boundary of the park, which is an imposing 5-story dressed stone building dating back to the mid-19th century. This is ripe for development into something that future generations hopefully will be proud of. Ashton Rise was designed by Friends of Trowbridge Park and constructed with money donated by the local community and with the help of young people who were part of the Princess Trust training program.
Princess Trust Team Program 11 considered this project, Trow Hill, or now as it's now called Ashton Rise, as part of their Princess Trust community project. Charles pitched the idea to them, and having weighed up all of the information, all the pros and cons, they decided that this project would be beneficial to the community. They then went on to raise over £300 by holding a coffee morning at the town hall and bagpacking in Asda. The money was then put into the kitty for all of the materials and tools to be purchased. We then, after that, spent 2 weeks completing the project in rain and snow and whatever else, and through their hard work and determination managed to create what is now a fantastic new seating area in Trowbridge Town Park.
And what Tesco have done is used the funds to go into local communities, and our customers vote which of a choice of 3 projects they'd like to support, and then Tesco donate to the scheme. Now in this case we've done really well. Our store has had £30,000, and we've managed to, our customers have chosen our local park, Trowbridge and Biss Meadow, to receive the first prize of £12,000.
Trowbridge Park also plays host to a number of events, including park runs, Armed Forces Day, the park also plays host to a number of cultural events, active festivals, jousting events, Magna Carta celebrations, and Olympic Festival. Now we come to the Bowls Club. What a delightful sight. It's quintessentially English scene with all the players dressed in white, performing what looks like a ballet on an immaculately manicured green stage. What a sight of serenity and tranquility. But I'm sure underneath all that there is a lot of competitive spirit. As we look into the future, both Trowbridge Town Council and Friends of Trowbridge Park are mindful of both the legacy which our Victorian forefathers have left in our care and the potential for improving the park sympathetically. To achieve this, we continue to engage with the community with regular consultations to ensure developments meet the needs of our visitors, and also by encouraging local residents to have a real stake in the park through volunteering, to adopting small plots within the park, to projects such as Art in the Park for Schools project, which saw an art installation constructed with huge input by Year 9 students from John of Gaunt School under the direction of a local artist.
It's basically about the fashion of headwear in like 1920s and 1930s, and the history of like how hats evolved and like how it used to be really fancy before with bright colours and different textures and stuff.
Back to the War Memorial, which is surrounded by formal borders. These are tirelessly cared for by contractors hired by the council. The War Memorial itself was unveiled on August 13th, 1921, and commemorates the servicemen who lost their lives in the First and Second World Wars. Speaking of memorials, the avenue of trees that stretches from the memorial all the way down to the lake was actually planted to honor the memory of soldiers who lost their lives in World War I. Trowbridge Park is an excellent demonstration of how local councils working closely with community groups who take ownership of open spaces can actually deliver not only maintenance solutions but also sustainable improvements for the benefit of the whole community. Trowbridge Town Park, which is deep-rooted in history and tradition, meets the needs of all generations for fun, for play, for leisure, and holds the promise in the near future of being a great park befitting the county town of Wiltshire. We hope to see you there.